It's time for Cigar Talk, the fastest growing cigar show in the nation. Whether you're a new cigar enthusiast or a cigar aficionado, we have something for everyone, bringing you the best interviews, cigar reviews, and weekly giveaways. So grab yourself a cigar.
It's time to light 'em up.
And we are back. Welcome back, Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We got Hatch filling in for Big B. He's down with COVID. So thanks for filling in.
Anytime.
And you want to tell everybody what you're smoking right quick?
I have got the Crux Epicure Robusto. It is very tasty.
Isn't it nice?
like
Like,
it.
I've had one of those way back, and I was like, but then this go around, I had like a 5-pack of them. And the first one, I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, I really like this.
And so anyway, I've been enjoying it. And I'm actually smoking the what is that? Quattro Cinco with a C. It should be a Q, shouldn't it?
It's Quattro Cinco.
I thought it was a Q with
Looks
Quattro.
like a Q.
No, a Q.
Oh,
That's
no,
a
that's
C.
definitely a C.
Yeah, I thought it was a Q on Quattro Cinco. No? You ever take Spanish?
I took Spanish 100 years ago.
All right. Well, we're over there. Anyway, my wife took Spanish. She substituted that for a math class, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I haven't had this in a long time, and I saw it today, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to try it out. I do like that the Cinco, the last C is an upside down 5.
Oh, that's cute.
That is cute. Now, if they used the Q right there on the very beginning of Quattro, then I would be like, all right, now you're getting it. Anyway, I'm going to light this up. Tell everybody what you're drinking.
Oh, man. I have got the Knob Creek Small Batch 12-year. And I don't think I've ever had this before. It's got some heat to it, but it's got a lot of flavor as well. So if you have not tried that, definitely try it sometime.
Now, you said it was a little hot.
A little bit.
You put water in it? You put a little?
I put a tiny drop just to see if it opened it up.
And did it?
Actually, I've not tried it since I did
Oh,
that.
well.
I know.
Get on it, girl. So I'm having the last of the Old Forester 1920, which is, besides the single barrel, is my favorite Old Forester.
Agreed.
So what do you think? Did it open it up?
Yes. I would just put a teeny tiny drop of water. And that was it.
Did it take the heat off at all?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'd never put water in mine.
I don't either.
And so maybe that's a new thing. Don't be dumb.
Try something new, Rob.
Right? And I don't do that a lot, except for cigars.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, guys, we have a show lined up for you. Good thing, because we're doing it. We're going to do my 3 cigars of the week. We're going to talk about the bourbon choice of the week and the best pairing that we've had. And then we have some announcements. And then we're going to talk about Dwight Yoakam, John Conley. There's a pair you don't see like together. And then we're going to do the Micallef Minute. And then Hatch has brought her top 5 must-see movies at least once. Right?
There are going to be 5 movies I think everybody should at least see once in their life.
Right. I'm interested to see what those 5 would be that you think everyone should see.
Okay.
All right, guys. So the bourbon of the week for me has been the one I'm drinking. And as you can see, the Old Forester 1920 is about empty. But it was, you know what? It was a tough choice for me though, because we had the what was that bourbon we had last week?
The Larceny.
Oh, that Larceny barrel proof was really good.
That is.
But like we finished that off on Sunday last week, so I didn't get much of it. This was opened up on Monday. So that's why I'm going with this one. How about you? What's your bourbon of the week? I know you've had a few.
I'm going to go with the Larceny just because, again, that was the first time I'd had that one, that particular one.
And it was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Like when you had it the first time, it was a little hot, but it dissipated very quickly.
Very quickly, yes.
And the amount of flavor, like I think it has way more flavor than that 12-year-old from Knob Creek.
I don't know.
Really? I'm not drinking the Knob Creek, so maybe after this one I'll have that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had a lot of flavor though. I liked it. For it being the first time I've had it, it was really good.
And I mean, it was like $65
Yeah.
for a barrel proof of that quality. That's not bad.
No, and I think Ed had said he originally found it for like 100 somewhere or something. So it was a great price. Happened to stumble on that.
Yeah, 100%. And so my favorite pairing of the week was actually this 1920. And some guys are going to be like, oh, I should have known. But it was actually with the Medallia. You know, the Medallia pairs with a lot of cigar. I mean, it's a lot of bourbons because it has a very complex flavor.
Yeah.
It doesn't change a whole lot, but you get a lot of different notes all together.
Yeah, I agree.
And you see, while we were at the Leaf this morning, and old man Bill's like, what do I want to smoke? And I was like, just go get a Medallion. He's like, oh, I don't want one of those. And I was like, and he, first of all, he's going to be grumpy as shit no matter what. But that's just Bill. Like, you could be like, I'm going to give you a solid 24 karat gold cigar. And he'd be like, I don't want that.
And it's the morning too. You know, that doesn't work for him either.
Right. So anyway, I said, well, you know what? We were walking out the humidor and he says, he's feeling it like this. He's like, I think it's going to have a tight draw. And I said, it's not going to have a tight draw. Those never have a tight draw. And he's like, I don't know. And I said, if it has a tight draw, I'll pay for it, Bill. And he's like, all right. And of course, he cuts it. And I say, well, how's the draw? And he tries it. And he's like, you know, I guess it's okay. I snatched it out of his hand. And you know how to test draw someone else's cigar? Put your mouth on the unlit end, of course, but the other end, and you can, that's the draw, you know? And I was like, oh, that's perfect. Oh, it is. I was like, yeah, it is. But that's the group we hang out with once a week, the faculty.
Tell them Bill's new nickname.
Oh, we got Baby Billy, you know, from Bible Bonkers. I don't know if any of you guys watch the Gemstones, but I do on occasion. And Bible Billy is our friend Bill. And
Baby Billy.
Baby Billy. And Bill used to be a pastor, so it really kind of fits.
If you're not watching that show, you need to watch it.
I think they should do a spinoff. I was thinking about that earlier today. They should do a spinoff with just Baby Billy, but make it animated.
There you go. That'd be good.
Baby Billy's something, you know, bonkers. Baby Billy is bonkers.
That's a good one.
So anyway, and then Ed was at the Leaf, and so we were short Larry, for you guys at home that know, Big Larry, and then Bryant's down with COVID, and nobody wants to be around that. You know what I mean? So anyway, we were a little shorthanded today, but we still had a good turnout and good cigars, good conversations. You were actually talking about, like, you sent me a video, you know, that weird. And so where did you come across that? And let's tell everybody what it is.
Oh, man. So I subscribed to this email. It's like a daily newsletter, and it is called, what is this? Eon plus Psych Daily and Psyche Daily. And it's very short, but they put up very thought-provoking articles, videos. And this one is an animated video. It's 16 minutes long, but it's with stick figures. And it's kind of asking some very existential questions. So I had Rob watch it, and he enjoyed it. And then watched some other videos of the creators. So
I missed out on this very first part where the thing is ringing.
how?
I never knew that it was like that.
How?
So I thought it looked like a stick man with a wiener. I mean, you gotta be honest, it did.
Tell them the name of the video. I think it's called, is it World of Tomorrow?
It is called World of Tomorrow, and it's at psych.co. Right?
Psych.co.
Yeah, that's the
I don't know.
top read that.
Good Lord, it's not just psych.co. Don't type that in.
Okay.
I don't know what that will go to.
People are like, I didn't want to see that. I've been scarred. No, but anyway, I found it very interesting. And then I went down a rabbit hole with the rest of them, and it was like a good 30 minutes. You kept looking over there waiting for me to respond. I'm like, hey, I'm watching this. And, I don't normally put on my headphones when I'm at the Leaf, but when I was watching that video, I did. And I was like, you know what? This is kind of nice because it filtered out that dude sitting next to me that I didn't want to be sitting next to.
It was one of those today.
Yeah, we had like, you know what? I welcome people. I say hello. I'm friendly, but when there's like 4 or 5 people in the middle of like deep conversation, you don't just drag a chair up and be like, hey, I'm joining in. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm Rob Jones. What's your name? And they introduce themselves, and I'm like, oh, okay. You live here? Never seen you before. And then he shares with me a lot of information that I really didn't want to know. He's probably listening to this. I did tell him about the show. So there you go, Ryan. If that is your name.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, the cigars of the week. I've got a list this week, and right out the gate is the Aladino Corojo Reserva. Have you ever had that?
I have not.
Oh, that is a great smoke. If I can't believe you've never had it, to be honest with you, because it's like that good. I got a picture of it somewhere. I'm surprised you didn't smoke it because it was in the humidor and it looked different. It had the yellow bands.
Where in the humidor?
In this humidor.
Oh, yours. Oh, no.
You're like, nope, didn't see it. So that's the Aladino right there. And Jay has those at the Leaf.
Oh, nice. I've never seen those.
I don't know that he has the Corojo Reserva, but he does have the Corojo. And Aladino makes a great cigar. I've always been a fan of what they do. And so that's cigar number 1 of the week. And then number 2, get my notes back out, is the Crux Epicure.
Yes.
I was surprised by it. I really and just straight up, those were a gift from Crux.
Oh, okay.
So I've smoked Crux before. I always like the Bear and what was it? You know what I'm talking about? They have another line, the Bear and shit. I know Zake is in the background going, whatever it is, he's yelling at me. But Crux, Bear, and let's see, here goes. Okay, it's the Bull and Bear.
Bull and Bear.
I always liked that one. And so there's a couple of other ones that I like, but the Epicure, I think I've only smoked it once. And it was like, at that time, I was just kind of like, it's good. I'm not knocking it, but it wasn't something that I would seek out. That is good enough to seek out to me.
Yes, this is my second one this week. So.
And I'm having problems with my Quattro.
Your Quattro with a Q?
Mm-hmm. There we go. Now, cigar number 3 is going to be, this is a solid one anytime. Arturo Fuentes Don Carlos in the Robusto. That's a very, I call it a meaty stick.
I haven't had that one in a long time.
You need to revisit it. I have it probably once a month just because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's not one of those cigars I want to smoke all the time, though, because it would just be too much.
Yeah.
There's certain cigars that I can smoke one after the other. And then there's certain cigars there's like, it's either like a special occasion or I haven't had it in a while and I want to remind myself about that blend.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Do you do that with cigars? Is there certain cigars that you like? What's a prime example of a special occasion for you?
One that has, I guess, a significance for me would be the Arturo 858. So That was one of the first ones I smoked with
Now, is that the natural or the Maduro?
Maduro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
And
is that a celebration cigar or is that a?
no, just like a good memory cigar. Like,
Okay,
yeah,
cool,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And like, what associated? Is it like a memory of someone or like?
Yes. So I had a really good friend years ago, and I remember us having a great time smoking those, drinking some bourbon, and I always think of that, like really good time when we were doing that. And so I don't know, I always just think for whatever reason that cigar is burned into my
Stands
memory.
out,
Yeah.
yeah. You
It's
know,
not the greatest thing you'll ever have in your life, but it's a good solid cigar. So,
and the 858s are, I
Yeah.
mean, they're standard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can smoke those anytime.
oh yeah.
It's a lot like the Micallef Medallia for me,
Mhm.
and it's also a lot like one of our other sponsors, which is Tabanero Cigars. They're sun-grown Robusto. Like
Yeah.
to me, I could smoke that all day long.
Yeah. It's good.
Excuse me while I have a drink. Mm. So anyway, that's going to wrap up this week's Cigars of the Week. The bourbon of the week, I already told you, is going to be for me the 1920 from Old Forester. And I would love to know about like bourbons that you guys know of, or that like maybe they're your go-to bourbons that you like that's under $50. You know what I mean? Like if it's under 50
Let's
bucks,
not go
I'm-
bananas with anything $200 or something. Like,
right. I mean, if I buy a bottle for two, which I haven't, like what's the top you've spent on a bottle of bourbon?
oh, 65. I mean, like that's
Oh, so you've already capped out.
yeah. I'm like, no.
So mine was 100.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, the one I bought, I never had it before. I'd never seen it before, and I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah.
But it was the Heaven's Door,
Yeah.
and it was the Master Distillers edition, and it had been aged. It was 10 years old, but it had been aged in the Irish whiskey redbreast still pots for 18 months.
Wow. Was it worth 100?
Oh, 100%. In fact, I bought it when I was in Dallas, and they had 2 bottles, and they were just out on the shelf. And, I had never paid $100 for a bottle before, so I wasn't like, thinking I'm going to buy both of them. I'm not going to drop $200 on 2 bottles. So anyway, when I get home, I Googled the bottle and I couldn't find it for less than like $400.
Are you serious?
Serious.
Good gosh.
And Bryant was leaving to go to Dallas the next day. And I was like, dude, go by this liquor store and get that other bottle. And of course it wasn't there. And I've never seen it since. But I would easily pay $100, and MSRP on it is actually $92.95.
Okay.
So $100 is,
Yeah.
you're good. But yeah, it was delicious. And you know what I did with that bottle? I took it down to the Leaf, and everybody got a shot at it.
Oh, nice. You're so sweet.
Well, that's to me, that's what you do with good bourbon.
Yeah.
You share. I mean, if I'm home drinking alone, I can drink Old Tub.
Ed is the best at that, of bringing really good stuff to share.
Oh, 100%. That's where I learned it.
Yeah.
Like I told you, he brought in the Knob Creek 15-year-old. You were there for that.
Yes.
That wasn't near as hot as this. That 15, it was way more mellow.
See, I didn't try it that day, so
Oh, well, then you missed out.
I know.
Yeah, in fact, when I saw it, I was like, I didn't even know they made a 15. And so when I saw it, I was like, hey, whose is this? And I found out it was Ed. I was like, oh, I don't even have to ask for a shot. And anyway, it was magnificent. But I wonder what that costs now. That's well over $100 now. And the funny thing is, like Ed bought it a few years ago and forgot about it. And then when he stumbled upon it, he was like, oh, I'll take it to the Leaf. Because that's what you do.
Oh, Ed.
Share with your people.
Yes,
you know? All right. Hey, guys, we're going to take a quick little short break. And when we come back, we're going to do the Micallef Minute. And then we're going to hear from Hatch, her top 5 must-see movies. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I don't remember which one has music. That was not good. All right, no, I mean what we did was fine, but that soundboard. All right, now we gotta pause this.
Are you going to go into your John Conley thing?
Oh yeah. All right, broadcast.
Oh my God.